Hi guys, watching Rivals FM and welcome back to the Doncaster Rovers playthrough The Rise to Glory. We're on episode 105 today and we've got the FIFA Club World Cup final, and this is what we've been gearing up for the whole series, isn't it? This was the main goal, this was the main focus, this is where we really wanted to get, because this means best club in the world, basically. The interesting thing is, Flamengo have never been to the final and neither have we, so there's two newbies in the final. So I mean, not just newbies then, I mean it's going to be a new name on the trophy, isn't it, this year, depending on who, well, not depending on who wins, regardless who wins, I should say. I think what we're going to do, because there's not been any games so far in between, because obviously this is like 3 days later, I think what we'll quickly do is we'll talk about some of the transfers that I've arranged. We've got a few future transfers coming in. They're all youth players. Let's have a future transfers. So here you go, I've made quite a few there, haven't I? It doesn't tell you value, but to... about 35 million in total, isn't it? Somewhere around that mark. I couldn't be bothered to just do it all in my head. So, we've got this lad, a youngster, Alson, 16-year-old. I mean, a lot of these are joining at a later date, aren't they? Most of them are joining sort of in January transfer window. A few of them are after. I mean, this one's one that's not joining. He's not joining until 2025. That's a long way off. So he can't join until he's 18. I mean, the thing is, if it doesn't develop very well, then it's just, well, I'd say a waste of money. 250k is hardly anything, is it? Cadley, now this guy I think is going to be a really good player. I'm probably going to use him as deep line playmaker, I think. I do tend to look at him and make note now. So, he could be advanced playmaker or a deep line playmaker, either or really, because he just looks a very good player for his age. Already, 17 years old. I mean, just look at that. Fantastic. Herman's another centre-back, sorry. This one looks decent as well. I mean, he's got a lot of high, 15s and above, hasn't he, really? Tackling, marking, heading, all 15s. Stamina 15, balance 17. His jump reach is 14, so it's not far off being a 15. Positioning could use a little work. Determination maybe a little bit up, depending on, probably get a bit of, tutoring going on. Just scouting, see what scouts think. Too late now. This guy, I think, is going to be a phenomenal player when he develops. If you look at him now, 17 years old, he's Spanish. He looks very well all-rounded. To me, he looks more like a complete forward than a poacher, but he can play either or, so that's fantastic, and he fits into our system perfectly right from the off. This guy, I'm not too sure about getting him. He's a defensive midfielder. We've got Coyle down with his backup, but he's only 17. It looks like he's described as a promising defensive midfielder, so I think he looks fairly decent all-rounder. He's from Juventus, so I think they might have a good youth system. This is another guy I think could be a good poacher, and he's already a natural playing in the poacher position, so that's good for us. His determination is 20, which sort of indicates he will be, he should develop really well and really take things on board. So that's really, really good to have. I think, like I said, you're looking at his physicals and your technicals around this sort of area. It's sort of like your poachers. His off the ball needs developing, but I think he'd be a very good player. Another young 18-year-old there. Charlie, I think this is central midfielder. He is. And I'm going to use him as a deep line playmaker. I think just retrain him. But to be honest, look at him. 17 years old. He already looks brilliant. I think I've definitely got an eye for youngsters here, haven't I, on game here. Sandoval. He's a striker. I wasn't too sure about him at first, but I just think he's got some really high stats for what he is. I just think it was just too good to pass up. £3.8 million. It's a drop in ocean for what our annual transfer budget is. We spent our transfer budget now. It needs a little bit of developing. It needs to be identified for a particular role. I'm not sure yet. We'll have a look at that one. I mean, if we win the World Club Cup, I may start looking at our youth team and trying to win the the European Cup for the youth team. If we just have a quick look at that one, I think it's under 23s, isn't it? They're playing it. Where's schedule? Under 23s. No, it must be under 18s then. Yeah, under 18. They've not done very well though. How did they get on in that? Is it going to show me? Is it going to crash? No. Oh, so we're not in it. Are we? We're not in it. So there's no point in concentrating on that one, is there, then, guys? Right, so let's have a quick look then, see our squad, see how it's progressing in terms... Here we are, we're on stats anyway. So goals-wise, Connor Smithson is leading, and that's a big surprise to me. I mean, he's good, but when you compare him next to, like, these guys, it doesn't look anywhere on their level, does it? That's probably about 2 steps behind these guys. But it's leading the goal scoring charts. It's phenomenal. And he's not far in the assists either. He's second. Force is taken up in top. What else were adding goals? So Force, Keane, Christopher Bonfrisco, Marquez. That's about it, isn't it, really? Assist-wise, so yeah, we know what Force and Smithson. Christopher's there with 9. Guardo's doing exceptionally well. Basically, 11 games. 3 of them are substitute appearances. He's got 8 assists. Marquez 7. Eduardo 6. So he's not doing too bad, is he, for a central midfield role. Keane's got 5. Etelvino 4. Not contributing as much as he usually does. Puanto, basically 12. 4 in 12. 6 substitute appearances. That's not bad at all either. Carno, 2 in 7. That's not good. Puanto will definitely be taking his place at this rate. Chances created, Keane. Forsey, Christopher Smith, nothing new there. Player of matches, I think this is why we don't dominate the player of the match ranking chart, you know, in any sort of like the competitions, because they're just so spread amongst the team. I mean, look at this. You've got 5 players on 3 man of matches. Got Keane, Guardo, Marquez, Smithson, and Forsey. Guardo's a bit of a surprise to me, in all honesty. Get a fullback getting up there when we score a lot of goals majority of the time, don't we? So that's quite a surprise. Pass completion, Braganza 88%. He's always fantastic. He's got someone interested in him now, Barcelona. I'll go away, Barcelona. Not go for any of them, are you? Coyle, I mean, it's not bad to say he's not played a lot of games. Maybe just short passes because he's defensive. Eduardo 84, Pandoro 83. Who else we got? Montano 80. So I mean, it's not too bad, is it? Lemaire 77. So that's not the greatest, but he's back up for us, isn't he? Tackles wise, Buchanan. Wow, 2 games, 6.88 per game. Etelvino, Guardo, Coyle. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much what you expect in it. Marquez is usually up there. Bonfrisco usually is. Smithson's a lot higher than expected. I don't think his dribbling is that high, is it? Or is it? 15, so maybe it is, yeah. I mean, Helder Marquez's dribbling's at 17 and Bonfrisco's is 16. Christopher, 14. And Brazilian expect higher than that. The shot percentage, Huffer, look at that, dominating it, eh? Illy, 75%. Force, look at this massive drop. Getting worse year on year here, aren't we? Force, 59%. And when I saw him dropping, I did actually put a new coach in. He's been in there for a few months now. Obviously not doing anything to help it at all. Maybe just having that many chances. Yellow cards, Etelvino's, Bryce, Carno, Coyle, Illy. Guardo's not too bad too. Red cards, no one. So what's the highest average rating? Smithson. It's not surprising with goals and assists he's getting. Buchanan, I mean, he's come in, he's done well. He's not going to ever get into teams when you look at him. He's 19-year-old. He's not going to develop much more than that. So yeah, I mean, there you go. You can have a look at that if you really want to in your own time. But I think now what we're going to do now is we're going to get into the team. Let's see what we're going with then. So, well, I played a strong team, didn't I, last game, because I didn't realise it was going to be 3 days later, the final. So we were Roberto at net, Illy Mason, centre-back partnership, Etelvino, Carno as full-backs, Eduardo, Montano, Braganza through centre, Forsey, Smithson and Keane up top. I'm just going for inform up top there, and luckily they're all very familiar playing with each other. In terms of fitness, everyone's above 90, aren't they? So there's no major concerns. We've got plenty of fit players on the bench. So let's progress. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Where is it? Lewis. Might as well put him in. Capiteo. Anyone else, really? Yeah. You're going for him. He's not getting anywhere near that team, is he? I've got anyone from... I think because they're all going to be registered, aren't they? I don't think anyone's going to be capable of playing it. I might as well just put a goalkeeper in. Just on bench. Don't matter, does it? Right, okay, guys. Let's submit this team and get on with it. I think it's going to be a harder game than you may expect it to be. Oh, bloody hell. Well done, assistant manager. He actually stepped up this one. One of the most important games. I'm not sure about the colours, though. Red and black versus red and white. It's a bit of a contrast, isn't it? Because the red is definitely a predominant colour there. They're playing Ganso, though, so he is playing through centre. So, well, it's a central midfielder. It's an attacking midfielder, so it's not natural there. It looks like they're getting the first highlight then. Francesco finds Ganso on edge of box. Oh, it's a nice little jump. It's nearly a nice finish, that Ganso. Wow. Fairly impressive start off with. I mean, that's their first shot. We've had 5, apparently, but none of them are worthy of highlights. I mean, look at their formation. Wow, they're definitely... that's bizarre, because you really would think that we would be pushing out wide, particularly with our fullbacks, but they're not covering the wings whatsoever. Smithson's on the ball here. See, I've not really got much support. He's going to have to put the cross in. Oh, he's found Montano, but it's cleared away. Mason brings it down to Salvinio. Briganti's got man out on the right hand side. That's Keane. He crosses it at back post. There's no one really challenging for it though. Now they're on the attack, but we've got plenty of men behind the ball. It shouldn't really pose much of a risk here. Unless they go for a long look at that man, he would just go in for a run down centre. He didn't release it quick enough though. Could this be a mistake? Goalkeeper's he's been tackled by Forsey. What's he going to do here? Yes! King gets it. We had to capitalise on a mistake from the goalkeeper, but we'll take it, 1-0 there. I'm not sure what keeps doing. You'd say just clear it. Just get rid of it. I mean, at this stage, I thought, yeah, you go for a shot, but then when he crossed it in, I thought, King's got like 2, potential 3 men there around him. There's a good chance they're going to header it away. But we're kind of dominating, aren't we? 8 shots to 3. They've only had 1 on target. So there's 11 shots. There's really only been 2 highlights. Okay, I mean, I've got to be careful with my half-time team talk here, haven't I? Okay, it's got a little reaction. I don't know if I said he playing well would have done anything differently. I'll be thinking now maybe some changes, quite possibly trying to get something, try to reinvigorate this sort of team. Because nothing really is happening highlights-wise. It's quite easy to throw this away at this stage. 1-0 lead, it doesn't amount to much, does it? They get 1 goal and the drawing, they've got the momentum shifting their way. Because we're not using our momentum here right now, are we? Through centre, Montano. He's come back to him though. Carno's not looking to overlap him. He does there late on, but we don't see him. Etelvinio. Oh, and Forsey's got the second goal. It's 2-0. It looks like we're maybe capitalising on the momentum just now then. Etelvinio puts in the cross. Forsey's just there. Just tap it in nicely. Well, not just tap it in. He's finished it. He's high-footed it in. Beat the keeper. And we're 2-0 up then. 45 minutes gone. 46 minutes, I should say. 2-0 up. It looks like we're going to take control fully. Smithson, not really his typical game, is it that? He's 6.6, not really excelling right just yet. Montano brings it down to Briganti. He's got Carno out on left-hand side, but he's decided to switch it to Etelvinio. That's well played, actually. Just a bit behind him. If he had a bit ahead of him, we could have been away with an attack there. Smithson switching back to Etelvinio. Everyone who's playing Etelvinio is definitely making him run, aren't they? I'm going to say Etelvinio getting in space. They've got Cano out left. You've got to go from Smithson. You've got to look for Cano there. Good ball. Brigantia. We're not looking to overlap, though, are we? Back post, Smithson. Oh, he's just put it wide. Not bad effort. I think we need to look at maybe putting some players on just now. I think what we'll do is put Keane over there. Smithson can come off Marquez, because he's been influential in the Champions League, hasn't he? No, he wasn't, Warren. He was a top scorer. You got Keane and that one too. Carno's not playing well. I'm going to put Puente on, a complete wing back on attack. There we go. We'll go with that one. That's the substitutions made there. Oh, Smithson has got himself a goal. I think we need to cancel it. No, do we cancel it? I think we do, because Marquez deserves to have a game, doesn't he? I think we have a doubt. I mean, the other thing is, do we take Keane off instead? Because he was terrible in Champions League, wasn't he, last year? So yeah, just proceed with it. Why not, eh? 3-0 up. Roll the dice, go with it. So they're on attack now. They definitely need to get a goal at this stage, don't they? If they want any hope of getting back into it. I mean, it's a big ask, even at this stage, isn't it? They've got 35 minutes left to try and get something. They need 3 goals to take it into extra time. Without us conceding. Ooh, it's not a bad shot. Didn't get his head over the ball, though, did he? So we have got another substitution if we really need to make one. I think we will do at some point, though. Maybe bring Christopher on for Keane. Back post, Keane! Forsey! He's put it wide! Oh, he should have put that one away, shouldn't he? Keane, Forsey and Smithson all got themselves a goal then. Marquez is definitely next in line. In terms of who can bring on, I might bring one player on. I'm going to bring on one player. I'm going to bring Christopher on for Keane. Because Christopher, if you remember, he was one of our top scorers in the Champions League last year. And he seems to be repeating the feat again this year. It's a penalty. Marquez will take it. It's potential to have every striker playing today getting on score sheet. Particularly if Marquez puts this away, and he's usually quite good with penalties, then it's just Christopher to step up with 20 minutes left. Oh, he's put it away. Keeps dived the right way this time. Last time he dived the wrong way, but Marquez has switched sides, so he doesn't tend to just stick with one side. It's not a bad penalty. It's not quite as far into the corner as what you probably expect. Not quite like the last one, but it's done well. So we want Christopher to get himself a goal now. Then all the strikers who have played the game will have had a goal. 4-0. No danger of throwing it away now, is there? It looks like we've won it. Without a doubt. Ponte finds Montano. He's looking for the overlap again, but Montano shifts the ball forward before he can get into space. It's onto it. Marquez. Oh, what's that? Is it 40? Oh my god. I thought it were an own goal, to be honest. It was just ricocheting too fast. You couldn't see where it came off. But Forsey's got himself his second goal. Or is it third? I think it's second, isn't it? Let's have a look at that one again. I don't even think he's reacted to it. I'm sure it's just hit him and gone in. The Forsey's got himself a brace. Definitely looks like he's going to be a top scorer, doesn't it? Unless Smithson could get another one. Oh, he can't because he's not on, can he? Oops, sorry, Smithson. Christopher. No, he's not reacting well at all there, is he? It's beat the line of defence and Corona finishes it off. They've got a consolation goal. I dare say that's all it's going to be, though. I can't see him scoring 4 goals in 15 minutes. And if they do, get ready for the rage. Get ready for the rage. It's a nice little finish. A little too late. 10 minutes left then, guys. Not much more that's required. Is keeper going to make another mistake? It's quite possible. He did the first time round. Illy gets onto the ball, pounces on it, finds Christopher. He's got man overlapping. Ponte, he's going to find him. He places it. It's a bit high ball, isn't it? Asking a lot there. Marcus, back post. Oh, he's put it in. He's put it in off the crossbar and post with lots of things. And we're 6-1 up here, guys. We absolutely took him to task. We've definitely not struggled with this one. Like, we made it a little bit more hard work against that South African team, didn't we? I can't remember the name of them now. Marisburg or something? I can't remember. But it looks like we've achieved our goal. It hasn't took us too long, to be honest, has it either? We've moved our way up through the leagues fairly rapidly and become a force in Europe a lot quicker than I expected to as well. So there you go, guys. We are the champions. We are the champions of the world. There you go. Fantastic. Dominated it from start to finish most of anything, didn't we? 26 shots to 6, 16 on target. Passionately. There you go. Everyone loved it, with the odd person not caring much. So then, let's have a look. 6-1. Let's have a look, see what comes through in news. Yeah, we've lifted it. On a mild, what? Autumnal evening at the Cairo International Stadium, Doncaster's Brigantia lived the dream of many a supporter as he lifted the FIFA Club World Cup after Doncaster's convincing 6-1 victory over Flamengo. A brace from Forsey helped Doncaster victory, and ever from Fluminense's goalkeepers allowed elite striker Keane to score a header. Elite striker Forsey doubled Doncaster's lead with a close range effort in 46 minutes. Smithson scored with a close range diving header in the 57th minute to extend their lead. Marquez scored from the penalty spot after Fiegel gave away a penalty by pushing his opponent in the area. Forsey added his second goal with an incisive finish into the bottom left corner from 11 metres on 73rd minutes. Winger Corona pulled one back from Mengo on 78th minute with a glorious lob over the keeper. I'm not sure a glorious lob. Marquez completed the route on the 87th minute with a close range header. So they're all close range goals. Yeah, we know. Doncaster Rovers fans have every right to be proud tonight after their manager Michael Bowes and his team lifted the FIFA Club World Cup. A spokesman for the fans declared that Bowes was doing great things for the club and was surprised, and that this prize was just reward for all the hard work. No doubt. Yeah. We'll praise him. There you go, lad. Superb, fantastic. So that's it then, guys. We are the champions of the world. We've hit it. We're going to continue. There's not much point in creating a new save at this stage, is there? Because in 2 weeks' time, the Football Match 2019 will be out. So we're going to leave it here for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. We've reached our goal. Smash that like button if you enjoyed it. Show some support. Comments and questions in the comment section. Share on Facebook, whatever social media you want to share it on. That'd be fantastic. Share it with your friends. Much support. Definitely supporting the growth of the channel if you do. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Regular content coming out. And hopefully I'll see you next episode. Thanks for watching.